All right. Welcome, everyone. Let's go ahead and start the celebration. Thank you so very much for joining us tonight. My name is Shelly. Chances are you probably received an email from me at some point, so it's nice to get to see all your faces. We dearly wish that we could see you in person. Certainly, this is not the gala we expected to be putting on when we started planning last year. But although this has been a year of challenges and obstacles and surprises, I can't find the words to say how wonderful it is to see our community overcoming these challenges and finding ways to help cats and the people who love them despite everything. It's so much compassion is on this Zoom call, and so much dedication and so much heart. So it's really wonderful to see this. And even if it's not what we had planned originally, we are going to have a really fun night tonight, and we're going to make it a really life-saving night for cats that need our help. Now we get to the part of this that I've been having nightmares about, because I'm going to introduce you to the kittens behind me. It's a bit of a tongue twister, so we're going to see if I get this right. Tilly and Telly are the torties, and Timothy and Tattle are the tabbies. Whew, my night just got easier. These are the kitties from the live cam. You might, the live cam's in this corner, so if you've been watching that link all week, you've probably seen them, and now we get a little bit of a different angle. They're gonna be here with us, and later on they're gonna help us auction some items. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Pat Cashman. Pat and I have worked on this event actually for many years, back from very humble beginnings. And I can say that every year it has been a joy, and it has been an honor to work with him. You can tell that for Pat, it's not just another gig. It comes from the heart, that he is a cat person, and he has done so much for the kitties and the rescue, and we're very happy to welcome him virtually. In honor of his many years of helping us with this event, I'm going to give him a new honorary name tonight. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you and turn the audio over to Pat Cashman.
Wow. Gosh, that's, I don't know what quite to do. I'm going to have to change my driver's license now and get new checks and all of that, but I'm very honored by the new appellation, and thank you very much, Shelley. She's right, I am a cat fancier myself. My cat just wanted to know if he could make a little appearance just for a second here. Yeah, it's Felix, okay, so that's it, you can go now. I got to get some other stuff done. So you can go now. You can go. Felix, you can go. Oh, great. Now his feelings are hurt. Well, I'm sorry about that, but I am very excited about this opportunity and this event. Like Shelley said, it would have been easy to scrub it and say, well, it just isn't going to work out this time, but it is. We're going to make it work, and we are so delighted that you are carving time out of your busy lives to join us tonight on this occasion. You know, my wife recently woke me up from a deep sleep, and she woke me up and she said to me, you know what? You are a lazy slacker. And I said to her, you woke me up at 3:30 in the afternoon to tell me that? I'm no slacker. I'm going to do an event tonight, and you're just going to have to hear about it later, unless you get online. It is tough during this COVID time. You know, a lot of things aren't happening. Not all sports are canceled. There's still tic-tac-toe, bingo, rock, paper, scissors. It's fun to play it with actual rocks and scissors, by the way. I played with my brother the other day. He'll be out of the hospital in no time. But think about it, if you're working at a convenience store and a couple of guys walk in and they're wearing masks, relax. Maybe they're, just there to rob the place. And there's no other reason than that. This has been a good year for salespeople, door-to-door salespeople, certainly, because they know you're home. So good luck on trying to fake that. And my cousin we always used to call him kind of the dirty guy in the house. He never would wash and didn't shower very often. He has washed his hands so much that he told me that recently his exam notes for his high school math test reemerged on his hand. So that's another big benefit from all of this, what otherwise would not be a very, very fun year at all. Want to pass along a little advice, and then we're going to get into things. Advice is usually something you give at the end of an event. I'm going to just pass along a few things that have been passed along to me through the years. Maybe you can use this. If you don't have anything interesting to say, post it on Facebook. The grass is greener on the other side, but the water bill is much higher. Why pay for 3D at the movies when you can skip the movies and just walk around and look at stuff? Did you ever think about that? In life, it seems like all we ever do is ask questions. Why? Always be a good communicator to those that you care about. And you should email them every day. And one last bit of advice, if you ever do have to sign up to go bungee jumping, don't lie about your weight. Not a good idea. Well, this indeed is Safe Rescue's 2020 Nine Lives Gala. The nice thing is you don't have to pay a bartender. There's no tipping. What else is good about this? Well, there'll be no dessert dash, so you won't be disappointed and you won't twist an ankle. And and also you don't have to dress up tonight, which I found out a little bit too late in my case. But we're delighted you're there, whether you're just there in your jockey shorts or in full regalia. Thanks for being here. We're going to have fun. Now, I want to encourage you to use the chat box to say hi, and let's experiment with that right now. We're going to have a special live auction, by the way, later this evening, hosted by a surprise MC auctioneer. That's coming up. But make sure that you are signed up indeed for online bidding to participate. There is more information about that in chat. So if you are able to right now, and I see a lot of faces out there, if you want to show off your kitties on video right now, or just offer a hello from the kitties, Jenna says to everyone, thank you for everything that you are doing by being here tonight. Colleen shouts out. Kelly says, how you doing? Tiffany is weighing in tonight. So we got a nice packed house here. At least it's virtually packed. And if you want to just present your kitties along the course of the evening, we'd love to see them, love to say hi to them. Meanwhile, we've got a little bit to travel here. We respect your time. You know, typically one of these galas, these things could go on with the silent auction and all the falderall of a dinner and dessert dash and live auction and all of that. It can go on for hours. We're going to try to keep this tight and get you on your way. Well, you're already home, but we're gonna make sure that we respect your time tonight. So we're gonna move along kind of quickly here, and we're gonna get a lot done, and we're hopefully gonna raise a lot of money tonight. I think you'll be integral to that. Right now, though, I would like to introduce you to a very special person, and who has a special message, by the way. She is Safe Rescue's president of the board of directors. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Jennifer Cadogan. Jennifer?
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Jennifer Cadogan, and I'm board president of Seattle Area Feline Rescue. I am so happy to see you all. Thank you for spending your evening celebrating cats. Safe Rescue is a nonprofit, no-kill organization with the mission to save feline lives by taking in homeless cats and kittens, giving them the care they need, finding them loving homes, and supporting their human companions. 6 years ago, Safe Rescue opened in our Shoreline location. Since then, we have been rescuing cats in need and finding them loving homes. With your support, last year over 2,000 felines were adopted here at Safe Rescue. This year has been unlike any other, but tonight you will hear about some of the many ways that our safe rescue community has risen to meet repeated challenges. I want to start by acknowledging the excellence of the Safe Rescue team and the incredible work and leadership that Emily, our executive director, has shown during this most difficult year. And to Shelley, Nicole, and the Gala committee for your work making this a virtual event. Thank you to the entire Safe Rescue team of staff, volunteers, supporters, and fosters for your creative problem solving and pursuit of excellence to help homeless felines. In 2019, we focused defining who we are as an organization and identifying our values. Last year at the Gala, we announced these values: compassion, community, optimism, respect, and excellence. Tonight, I'd like to tell you about some of the ways these values are woven into action during this challenging time. Compassion and respect for those in need, both human and feline, are who we are as an organization and who we are as a community. As COVID began to create economic hardships in the community, we created a community-supported pet supply pantry outside of the rescue that includes cat food, litter, and toys, all available for no cost to anyone who needs it. The broad community support around this pet pantry, which has been generously sustained by businesses and community members alike, reassures me that the compassion and respect we value as an organization is also reflected throughout our community. Together with you, we are continuing to pursue excellence, especially in the medical realm. Thanks to your support, we've been building our medical program and reached our goal of hiring a veterinarian and performing the surgery on site. Our staff medical team now includes a veterinarian and 2 licensed veterinary technicians. They have taken us to new levels of excellence in the field of shelter medicine. Now, cats like Puff can have eye surgery on site and receive continuity of care from a team who already knows her. This work we have done to build our medical team's capacity to take on cats with more significant medical needs was well timed, as for a few months last spring, those were the only cats that lockdown restrictions allowed us to help. Cats like Stella, who had rare esophageal condition and a polyp that needed to be surgically removed, she got a chance for a new beginning. Another one of the many kitties who have benefited is Gatsby, a sweet cat who came to us with a large wound on his neck. His injuries have since healed, and he now has a loving home. And stay tuned because Gatsby will be featured more later this evening. As for community, the value that is very close to all of our hearts, and while much of this year's focus has been on supporting the needs of in-state partners, we are also part of a larger rescue community. In fact, next month, we are participating in a large transport from Wings of Rescue to bring 1,000 homeless cats and dogs from Hawaii to Western Washington, where they will start a new life. And we are currently standing by to take in cats displaced by fires and hurricanes. Most of all, this value community is here tonight with all of you, our truly wonderful community of cat lovers. And each one of you embodies the final value, optimism. You are helping overcome the obstacles this year is bringing. You are helping the rescue create new systems and continue the life-saving work. You are here because you believe in compassion and because you share the optimism and conviction that together we can and we will make a better world for cats and the people who love them. So thank you. And now I would like to introduce Nicole Abbey, our event and donor care coordinator.
All right, sorry about that. I was muted. That's hilarious because I was the one help planning it and yet I was still muted. Thank you so much to everybody who has joined us tonight. It is truly incredible to see you all here, admittedly virtually, but we're happy to see you. So I just wanted to take a minute and thank some of the local businesses in our community that have helped make this event possible. They were with us when we were going to be in person, and they were with us when we were making changes to become virtual, and they've been incredible supporters and just helping make this night truly life-saving. So first up, I want to give a big thank you to our Positively Platinum sponsor, Alex the Cat Groomer. And it seems Zoom doesn't want to. Oh, maybe it will. There we go. I love that video. Thank you so much, Alex, for being our top sponsor tonight. Next up, I want to give a big thank you to our Golden Feline sponsor, Mud Bay. And we have 3 perfect sponsors. We have Animal Medical Center of Seattle, Seattle Veterinary Associates, Perfect Cat Boarding, and we also have 6 meow now. Oh, that's all hard word to say. Meownificent. There we go. Cat puns. Meownificent sponsors. Cascade Pet Hospital, Full Bloom Acupuncture, Meowville Cat Grooming, Northeast Veterinary Hospital, Sadie Pie Designs, and Susan's Green Cleaning. Thank you so much to the sponsors for all of their support. We really, truly couldn't do this without you, and we are so thankful. For those of you that received a party box, you probably noticed there were a few fun goodies from our sponsors in there. So we hope you enjoy those. And now back to you, Pat.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, as well, for bearing with us here. These technical problems, we've rehearsed this quite a bit. And this is pretty much the way it went in rehearsal. Let's face it. I mean, this is a whole new technology. People do struggle with it. I know you understand that. I'm sure a lot of you have used Zoom for meetings, business, and talking to family and all of that. So you know some of the pitfalls, but we're going to soldier on tonight, and I know you'll give us deference for that, as we will to ourselves, trying something new we've never done before. I want to remind everybody, by the way, to sign up for mobile bidding so you can participate in the live auction, which is coming up. It's coming up very shortly. Before we get on with that, though, I wanted to pass along a few facts about cats. I just got very interested in this topic. You know, we've had many cats in my and my wife's married life. I bet we've had 12, 15 cats through the years, most of them rescue cats. My wife rescued one. She was driving down I-405 late one afternoon, and there was a big cardboard box sitting in the median just off of the freeway, pretty close to the freeway though. And just as she passed by the cardboard box, she thought she saw a little paw or something reach up out of the top of the box. She always does this, so she wheeled around and came back, risking freeway traffic to run across and discover, in fact, there was a kitten inside that cardboard box. Someone apparently thought that was a good way to take care of the cat that they apparently didn't have a home for. Well, we named him Yacky Doodle because he had this tiny little voice. And he turned out to be the greatest cat ever. He wasn't very well at first, but we got him all fixed up, and he was a cat we had for many years. He was lucky, as are many of these cats that are rescued every day. But after the rescue, what happens next? That's where you come in with your wonderful and generous adoption and the money we hope you'll be able to offer us tonight. Here's some facts for you first before we resume and get on with the live auction. Did you know this? I didn't. Cats are the only mammals that cannot taste sweetness. That's just not in their taste buds. So if you're buying Snickers or cakes or pies for your cats, it's just going to waste. They can't appreciate them. Cats' claws curve downward, as many of you may know, so they can climb up a tree just fine, but they can't climb down. It's sort of like if the Space Needle had an elevator that only went up. It's something akin to that. Here's something about cats. They have 230 bones. Humans, we have just 206. So pound for pound, cats are a better value than a human. I'm just telling you. Cats have larger eyes. They have the largest eyes relative to their size of any mammal that exists on this planet. Pretty cool, huh? Cats also walk like only two other animals, camels and giraffes. And there are no other animals that walk like that. In other words, they walk with, they put their right front foot and their right back foot forward, and then they switch to the left and the back left foot. No other mammals walk like that except giraffes and camels and my brother Mike. Cats usually sleep, by the way, 12 to 16 hours a day. Again, like my brother Mike. And finally, cats have 100 different vocalizations. Dogs have just 10. My brother Mike, again, has just one. They say that to bathe a cat takes perseverance, courage of conviction, brute force, and a cat. And that last thing is the hardest thing to come by, as you know. A dog will sit beside you while you're working at your computer keyboard, but a cat will sit on the computer keyboard. They say that cat training is long and difficult, but that is just not true. My cat trained us in 2 days, so it really doesn't take that long. And someone once said that cats are intended to teach us that not everything in nature has a function. Another thing about cats, my friend's mother said she discovered why some cats like drinking out of the toilet bowl. She said it's because the water in the toilet bowl is cool. And then, of course, we and my friends were wondering how she would know that. Paula Poundstone, the comedian, says that cats they have the exact same expression on their face, whether they're looking at a moth or an axe murderer. Same expression. Dogs will come when you call them. Cats will take a message and get back to you someday. And finally, as you know, there is no snooze button on a cat that wants breakfast. We love cats, and that's what we're all about tonight. So at this point, I hope you're ready with your little machines and things, and you know how this works in the chat room and how you're going to bid tonight, because we're going to get underway with the live auction. Again, we're trailblazing here. We've never done this before in this fashion. Let's see how it goes. We got our fingers crossed. And I have my eyes crossed occasionally as well. Okay, so you have to bid via mobile bidding to participate in this live auction. I hope you're ready to go. Colleen Wardell wants everyone to know that Fiona needs to step up, and everybody needs to step up right now, including me, perhaps most of all. So here we go. We're going to introduce our very first item right now. Remember I mentioned earlier about a guest MC? That's coming up in a moment, but I'm going to offer our first live item tonight. It is the Kitty Extravaganza package. And take a look, you should see this on your screen right now. This package has everything you need to keep your feline friends purring. There's a variety of gourmet kitty kibble in here. There's some canned food, treats, there's litter, toys donated by Wally Pets in Wallingford. Thank you, Wally, by that. And a cozy kitty bed that your cat can enjoy in a comfy after dinner snooze. There, you can take a look at that right there. There's the Kitty Extravaganza live action package. We call it number 126. And this is our first item up for bid tonight. We can begin the bidding right now. We're going to start the bidding at $55, and then you take it from there. And I'll be watching to see who's taking part here. The live auction package, Kitty Extravaganza. It's loaded with stuff. We've begun our bidding at $55. Looking for some opening bids. And I want to thank again all of our sponsors as we get underway here right now. Bid and bid generously. I'm assuming that's going on right now. I hope so. Do not let anything stand in your way. like going absolutely crazy on spending tonight. We're getting bids coming in right now. This is great. Live action package, again, number 126. It's the Kitty Extravaganza. Again, got a variety of kitty kibble in there, canned food, treats, litter, toys, donated by Wally Pets in Wallingford, plus a cozy kitty bed. So your cat can be in luxury and recline the way all cats prefer to do. You remember, they sleep 12 to 14 hours a day. Sometimes they just sleep all day and get up only for some kibbles and then go right back to the sack. Looking for our bidding coming in right now. It's probably somewhere on my screen, but I don't see it. But I know it's happening. I know you're bidding generously. We're giving each of these packages, by the way, about 3 minutes, and I babbled on for better than 1.5 of those minutes. So let's go for another 1.5 minutes as we continue the bidding on the live auction package, Kitty Extravaganza.
Hey, Pat, I'm going to jump in here for a second.
Oh, it's Nicole, everyone. Yes.
It is. Pat, if you look at your phone, you're going to have an up-to-date.
There you go.
Yeah, some up-to-date information so you can start thanking some people.
Thank you for that. This is going to help me a lot and help everybody. Okay, here's what I know so far. The bidding was at $135. We started at $55. Then it went to $175. Then it went to $195. Are you sitting down? Then $215, and our number 215 bidder is bidder number 278, but they've been just outdone by bidder 309, who came in at $235 for this kitty package, the Kitty Extravaganza. Got about 1 minute left in our bidding right now. Don't give up. If you want the package and you want to bid, please do so. 235 is our current bid. That is bidder number 309. We'll have a name for you when we have our winning bidder ultimately. And now we are at $275. That's fantastic news. And it's bidder 278, according to my notes here. We're at $275. That is bidder number 309, offering the 275. We got 30 seconds left. Let's keep bidding. Let's run it up high. This is for the kitty package again. We are at $275. Now we're at $295. We can break 300, can't we? That was bidder 278, by the way, with a $295 bid. Thank you for that. 15 seconds remaining. Let's see if we can push it over 300 bucks. What do you think? We are at 295 right now. About 7.5 seconds to go, according to my estimation. About 5 seconds now, and we just cracked $315. And now $335. Let's count it down. We're at 335. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And it's been sold unless we have a late bidder coming in, and I will wait for that. But as at last note, it was $335, a wonderful and spirited bunch of bidding. Thanks to all of you who took part in that. That bidder is number 278. Do we know the name of that bidder? 278?
Hang on, Pat. I'll have an update in just a second here. Everyone's patient as I look through.
Thank you for your patience again, everybody.
All right.
This is working in its own way. It's working okay.
Exactly.
And again, thank you for being with us tonight. The Mariners are leading, by the way, if you care about that, 1-0 over the Padres. Their chances of going to the playoffs are a little grim right now, but don't give up hope. We do have the Seahawks playing tomorrow, the Patriots. And I think that's my sports report. How are we doing? Last I saw, we were at, here's our winning bidder at 335, I believe. And it was Paula Sutton. Paula, way to go. Thank you. Paula Sutton, ladies and gentlemen. Did you hear that, Felix? Paula Sutton. Felix is pretty, how about that, huh? He's He's a Sutton fan for sure. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Felix. There you go. That you like that liver, huh? Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, so we've got our first item out of the way. In case you're wondering, perhaps you're at home right now. In case you're wondering, we have 4 live items tonight, and that was the first of them. Now we're on to our second live auction item package. And in this case, rather than me be the ostensible auctioneer and MC, we have a guest to fill that role for the next 2 items. Shelley Lawson is standing by with our guest MC, I believe. Shelley, take it away.
Well, our guest auctioneer tonight, it's actually 4. I was going to say their names again, but I don't think I'll get it right. So I'm going to call them the T litter. And they are here. I don't know if they're excited about this item or about all the wonderful support they're seeing, but I don't know if you can
don't
tell.
Care for sweets, you know, so if that's a Riesling or something, they won't care for it.
Well, they've definitely got a case of the Zoomies, as you can see. So they are very excited to auction this item. And let's get started.
Let me tell you about that item. And it's not just a bottle of wine. You can treat yourself to a Sigillo exclusive wine tasting event at Sigillo Cellars Tasting Room. That is in downtown Snoqualmie, by the way. You and 3 friends, 3 guests, or 3 mortal enemies for that matter, can enjoy a tasting flight of current wines paired with a complimentary board of good meats and cheeses. And all of the guests, those you and the 3 that you bring with you, will receive 10% off any purchases made on the day of your visit. You'll have a fun time at Sigillo, and then you'll head home and enjoy a glass of aMEOW wine from the comforts of your home. I think that's the wine that Shelley is displaying for you there. Yeah, you got to be 21 and all of that to redeem the package. And then you'll pick it up in person at the Safe Rescue right there on Aurora Avenue. And we'll make those arrangements with the winning bidder tonight. So all I can say as far as our guest MC auctioneers are concerned, all 4 of them, and I think you said their names were Groucho, Zeppo, something or other. We're going to begin the bidding at $40 right now, and let's take it away. $40 is our opening minimum bid, and let's go from there. Here we go. I hope you remember how we did it just moments ago, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to hope to do even bigger things this time around. These are great wines, by the way. We call it the Wine Extravaganza. Again, you'll go to a tasting at Sigillo Cellars. That's in historic downtown Snoqualmie. It's good to pull off the road at Snoqualmie and take a look in there. There's a guy, I don't know who he is. He's put together a little train set. It's a miniature set that kids can ride in, and he rides them all around an area in Snoqualmie. It's charming. It's a wonderful place. And that is where the Sigillo wine tasting event, and that's where the cellars are located. So we're looking for bids here, and boy, I've been sleeping at the switch because they're coming in fast. We first of all got a $145 bid, followed by $175, $190, $205, $250, $265, and now currently we are at $280 on this package. Those cats are good. They're good auctioneers. $280, now $295, bidder number 126 at $295, and we thank you. We got about a minute and a half left in our 3-minute window here. About a minute and a half left. Again, this is that package of the Wine Extravaganza. You'll go to Snoqualmie, and that is where you'll find the cellars. $310 is on the table right now, thanks to bidder number 106, but we're not done yet. $310 is the current bid. We've got a bit more than a minute remaining as we bring this one into the barn shortly. Again, $325, our current bid. And of course, all this money, you know where it goes tonight to help Safe Rescue and the denizens therein. Kitties, actually. $400 has just been bid. Mwah. Thank you very much. That is bidder number 300, by the way. That went 100 above their bid number for a $400 bid. About 45 seconds remaining now. We are at $400. Let's see if we can go even beyond that as we're coming around the final stretch and heading for home on this item. About 30 seconds remaining. $400 has been bid. That's our current high bid. And perhaps we can go higher. 20 seconds remaining in our bidding here.
The guest auctioneers are so
$400
excited. They've literally been climbing the walls. I don't know if you can see, but they're all over.
They are all over the place. I think they want to be able to bid too. 10 seconds remaining, folks. 10 seconds. We're at $400. And we like that number very much. But if we can beat it, let's do it. $400 going once, twice, and we are at 5 seconds remaining. And guess what? The bidding is at its finale. We are finished bidding item number 2, $400. Apparently the winning bid will verify that momentarily for you. Thank you for your bidding. Everybody seems to have this technology figured out except for me. You're doing a great job, everyone. Thank you for that. Thanks for being home tonight. And I know in some cases you don't have a choice, but you still have plenty of choices at home. You could be playing Mahjong, game of Monopoly. You could be in your bathroom gargling, but no, you chose to be here and we appreciate it. It looks like our winning bidder indeed was bidder number 300. It's Catherine McHugh. Catherine McHugh, we thank you now for your $400, girl. That's fantastic. And thanks to the kiddies for doing. Are they up for doing one more item, Shelley? Do you think?
Absolutely, they are completely into it.
Well, good. Let's get our money's worth out of those felines. And again, we're going to give you a minimum raise here. This now, Shelley is going to show you a third lot. I don't know if she can display all of it there, but it is this time, and this is a biggie. This has got some value to it. It is a case of 2015 Petit Syrah. K Syrah, my mother used to say. This is from Northwest Cellars. And this wine got 91 points from the wine panel, which is a thing. And again, you have to be 21. You have to be 21 years of old just to look at the bottle, much less open it or consume anything in it. And again, we'll ask you to pick up this item in person because of the COVID situation. You come to the Safe Rescue. We'll arrange all of that with you. Our folks will. But it is item number 3. And our starting bid in this case, we have to begin at $110, but this is a case of 2015 Petit Syrah. We can start the bidding right now if our cats are of a mind to.
They are ready to go. And I apologize, it was too heavy for me to heft the whole case up for them. But we have a representative bottle, but it's a beautiful case there, waiting for the winning bidder. So let's get started.
We are started, I think.
Oh, well, let's keep going.
Those cats are really doing a heck of a job. We started our bidding at $110, and we went immediately to $320 from $110. That's fantastic. And now we are currently at $425 on this case of wine. People know what this is, what the value is. That was bidder 126. Bidder 134 has countered now with a $460 bid. $460. And we are about a minute in, so we got another 2 minutes to keep bidding. $495, we thank you. Bidder number 253. We're almost cracking $500 on this case of spectacular wine. Again, it got a 91-point rating from the wine panel. Man, I would have given anything in school to get a 91. The wines are also graded on a curve, by the way. We just got a $530 bid. Thank you. That's bidder number 305, incidentally. Fantastic. Those cats are really, I don't know, they're subtle, but boy, they know how to sell. It's incredible. $530. We are about a minute and a half into this now, about that remaining. It's a 3-minute window here. Again, we're at $530 for this spectacular case of 2015 Petit Syrah from Northwest Cellars, a wine that is not, you know, this we didn't get this wine at Rite Aid. Even though I'm good friends with the sommelier there at Rite Aid. And by the way, the other day when I went to Rite Aid, I saw a guy, by the way, keep bidding. I saw a guy in front of me in line. He was buying a big box of Hostess Twinkies. He was getting a big bottle of wine, fortified wine. He was getting a case of beer, and he bought 3 cartons of cigarettes. And then the woman behind the counter said, "Sir, you know, you can save even more money on this stuff if you brought your Rite Aid wellness card with you." Hey, we've got a $565 bid now. While I was prattling on there, bidder number 126, only topped by the $600 bid of bidder 126, the same bidder. They said, "No, you know what? I thought about it. I think I'll kick it up another 35 bucks or so." So we're at $600 right now, less than a minute remaining, really about 45 seconds remaining. And that is a $600 bid. I believe I'm seeing a name, Patty Varley there. Let's see if we can win this for you, Patty, or you're going to win it for yourself. $600 our current bid, 30 seconds remaining. Item number 3, and again, if you're just coming to, it's a case of 2015 Petit Syrah from Northwest Cellars. $600, our current bid. That's a lovely number, considering we started at $110. That's very impressive. 10 seconds remaining. Is that our final bid? We are at $600. Current high bidder is Elizabeth Welch, I am told. Elizabeth Welch is our winning bidder. Current bidder at she is card number 126. That's bid number 126. And you know what? It is all over. The men are in the ring. The fight is over. $600, our winning bid. Kudos to you and thanks to you, Elizabeth Welch. Yes! 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 Is that, oh, that's Emily there. I thought I might be looking at Elizabeth. Elizabeth, thank you. You're going to enjoy that wine a lot. You do have, when you arrive at the rescue to pick up the wine, you are obligated to consume it all there. Those are apparently the rules now. No, I'm kidding. You know I'm kidding. Okay. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Thanks to our kiddies for helping us out on those items. We have one remaining live item. And remember, at the end of the evening, which is coming up very quickly, we're going to have our Fund a Need opportunity as well. But the bidding so far has been so wonderful and so generous of you. You seem like you really got the hang of it. And it seems like you found your treasury too somewhere. So right now, we're going to go with our 4th item. This is something we have every year. It is wildly popular, and why wouldn't it be? It is, in fact, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, or more accurately, it's a once-in-a-year opportunity, but your feline friend is going to soak up the limelight during a glamour shoot with one of Rescue's fabulous photographers, and then that cat, your lovely animal, is going to grace the cover of SAFE's 2021 calendar. This will be shot in home, your home, presumably, socially distanced photo shoot. I don't think your cat has to wear a mask, but we can work that out with the photographer. Wouldn't be a bad idea. The photo shoot has to be located in the Puget Sound area, so it doesn't have to be at your house, but it has to be somewhere within shouting distance, and then be completed by, we got about a month, October 23rd, and that's what it will take to get inclusion in the 2021 calendar. So because this item is so popular and such a hit every year, and it's much coveted, we're going to begin the bidding this time at $300. That's pretty lofty, but it's a chance for your kitty to be the big star. Okay, so here we go. It's a $300 opening bid. I'm seeing $600 and now $700 has been bid already. And we are just 30 seconds in. $800 has been bid. This is fantastic. That's bidder number 286, by the way. And that's an $800 bid to put your cat on the cover of the Rescue 2021 calendar cover. That's on the cover. Pretty lofty company there. $800 current bid.
Tilly or Tally or possibly Tattle, I couldn't tell you who, but someone is very excited and grateful. This is awesome.
That's great.
Excited, we're gonna go jumping.
Does she think that she's going to be on the cover? Well, I'm not gonna rain on that kitty's parade. Now we just went to $900, folks. I'm so delighted about that. We've got a minute and a half to go, and we are at $900 for the calendar cover. That was bidder number 253, by the way. Bidder 253, $900. Might we go farther? Yes, we might, because we just got a $1,000 bid. Bidder number 206. That was the name of a TV show that I had, the 206. How ironic. $1,000 has been bid for your kitty to be on the cover. I hope it works out. Now we're at $1,100. $1,100. Thank you very much. $1,100 bid. Bidder number 253. Ironically, another area code. And now a $1,200 bid. We're still going. And with just about a minute to go, that's bidder number 286. Just bid $1,200. This is remarkable, given that this is a virtual auction. This is fantastic. Thank you, everybody. And now we just went to $1,300. That's bidder 253 again. They keep coming back. Keep coming back. They want to get on that cover, the kitty cover. And that will be, of course, a cover that will be there all year long. $1,400 bid, bidder number, yep, 206 again. And now that's $1,400. We have about 30 seconds remaining, and it's coming close here now. $1,400. Might we go a little higher? $1,400, bidder number 253, holding firm, and we just went the same bidder. 253 went to $1,500, almost to guarantee their victory. We got 10 seconds left. It's bidder number 253 at $1,500. 10 seconds, and now 8, and now 9, and bidder 286 under the wire has just gone to $1,600. Can it possibly be beaten in 5 seconds? Time goes slowly on Zoom. We're at $1,600, going once. Bidder number 286 at $1,600, going twice. $1,600 bid, last and final call at $1,600, and I believe that is our winning bid tonight. 286 bidder number, and that is remarkable. That's fantastic. We started way back. You might have been with us when we started at $300, and look where we went. Thank you, everybody. That's just phenomenal. That is just enormously generous giving on a night where you have to struggle a little bit to make everything work, but it was not an impediment to anybody that's watching right now. They got it figured out, and they know what they want, and they care about kitties like we all do. And we thank you so very much. Well, right now we are getting ready, as we're really coming close to the end of our evening. We told you we wouldn't keep you long, but I want to introduce you, before we get to Fund a Need right now, to Safe Rescue's Executive Director. Here is the wonderful Emily Sprong. Emily?
All right. Hi there. Wow, this has been such an exciting evening so far. I want to thank you all so much for coming to our first ever online gala. While this year has certainly been one of many challenges, I'm so encouraged by seeing so many of our community members here tonight. And while I would love to see you all in person, at least this way we get to meet each other's cats. So that's been a really fun addition tonight. For the past 2 years, my remarks have included a roll call of thanks, and that's one thing that doesn't have to change. So we just need to do it a little bit differently tonight. And if you bring your cursor to the bottom of your screen, you'll see a face icon that says reactions. And if you click on that, you can signal a thumbs up or applause. So instead of asking you to stand up or raise your hands, tonight I'm going to ask for a Zoom thumbs up. And then don't worry, if you turn it on, the icon turns itself off after a few seconds. So one of the big concepts for businesses and nonprofits in 2020 has been the pivot. It's certainly one that we've used a lot here. And a key element of a good pivot is a pivot point. Otherwise, you risk spinning out of control. So here at SAFE, we chose our values as our pivot point, our guiding light as we innovate and adapt to the challenges at hand. Those values, which Jennifer spoke about earlier, compassion, community, optimism, respect, and excellence, continue to guide us through the many challenges we've all faced this year. So with that in mind, I want to ask all of the Safe Rescue board members who are here tonight to give me a thumbs up on your little emoji screen there. Your leadership and guidance is why we had clearly defined values to pivot on, and a mission that includes both helping cats and supporting their human companions. Your support during the pandemic has also allowed us to take care of our own people, providing flexible work policies, expanding paid leave, and actually adding staffing in the last 6 months. So thank you. Speaking of staff, if you are a Safe Rescue staff member, please give me a thumbs up. Our small but mighty staff has been incredible over the past 6 months. This creative team of problem solvers has had to modify and in many cases completely redesign every one of our programs, often multiple times, in less than ideal conditions. I am impressed and proud every single day at the dedication, patience, and flexibility you have shown. So thank you. If you are a Safe Rescue volunteer, please give me a thumbs up. Whether you're volunteering remotely, back to working on site, or still waiting to come back, you are so important to our community. We appreciate your patience, your flexibility, and your willingness to jump in and learn new things to keep helping. I look forward to the day that the rescue is filled with your in-person energy again, but I enjoy seeing how our community has been staying connected virtually, supporting and encouraging each other. Thank you for all you do. Fosters. What would we have done without you these past 6 months? If you are a foster, please put those thumbs up. When we had to temporarily shut our facility and move all the cats off-site back in March, there was never any question that our foster community would be able to meet the need. The pandemic truly has been a shining moment for foster programs around the country, and our foster community has been exemplary, especially all of you who have learned new skills to host virtual meet and greets, take on cats with ringworm and other special needs. Thank you for opening your hearts and homes to felines in need. Adopters. So if you have ever adopted a cat from SAFE, give me a thumbs up. But if you have adopted a cat from us since we started doing contact-free adoptions in April, give me an applause. I'm the one who should be giving you a hand, not the other way around, but Zoom only gives me 2 icons to work with. Back in March, we temporarily closed for adoptions for just 3 weeks. During that time, we revamped our adoption process to develop an online one that maintained as many of our low barrier values as possible, and that has allowed us to continue to save lives and find loving homes for not just 50 or 100 or even 400, but as of tonight, 548 cats contact-free. So thank you for taking the chance on a rescue cat, especially one you'd never met before. Friends and supporters. Just by being here tonight, you are a supporter, and you all have my deepest appreciation. So thumbs up, applause, and big thanks all around. You've been with us through thick and thin this year. Your generosity and kindness has been the engine powering all the pivots, creating so many successes to celebrate, and providing the strength to push through obstacles. The future of animal welfare is moving towards reducing barriers and keeping pets with loving families. We anticipate that the future will also bring a larger percentage of homeless animals with health and behavioral challenges. Before the pandemic, back at times we can barely remember anymore, we identified two main goals to help guide our growth and meet these needs. One, build our capacity to serve more felines with special medical needs by doing medical and surgical procedures in-house. And two, to increase owner retention by offering more services to help keep cats in homes. This year, with its many challenges, is actually bringing us closer to meeting these goals faster than I ever imagined we could. When the limited spay and neuter services in the area were needed for feral and owned cats, and we had an empty room, you, our supporters, stepped up in an incredible way and in 48 hours funded a surgical suite so we could start conducting on-site spay and neuter surgeries. To date, 103 neuters and 71 spays have been performed by safe staff in less than 4 months. When a staff member was inspired by community need to launch a self-service pet food pantry outside the rescue, together, we stepped up to help keep animals in homes. Now, that pantry supports more than 50 pet homes per week, and the numbers keeps going up. Your support and generosity is helping people who are struggling financially have one less thing to worry about right now. You are keeping pets and families together. This year has been one of exceptional challenges, catalyzed by a public health emergency that has exposed many inequities in our society that will still be with us long after this virus has receded from pandemic levels. Tonight, as we celebrate the many bright spots that you've made possible, we know there are many more challenges on the horizon. Your support tonight makes it possible to treat orphaned, injured, and at-risk cats from throughout Washington, to reach out to partners to help take on cats who've been displaced by wildfires, hurricanes, and other natural disasters, to reduce feline overpopulation by spaying and neutering, to make food, litter, and other supplies available to the many who need that support right now, to expand our owner retention and support programs to help families weather the upcoming crises in economic and housing insecurity, and to provide the comfort of a calming purr, a warm snuggle, or an energetic kitten antics to adopters, giving them a break from isolation, disappointment, frustration, and fear. So thank you for being here tonight, for being a part of this compassionate community, and for giving as generously as you're able to help cats in need and the people who love them. And now I'm excited to share a story with you. It's a story that might have had a tragic ending, but thanks to people like you, you'll see that the story of little kitten Achilles has a much more positive one.
We have a little bit more for you, but the kitties have been chewing on our power cords. So stay tuned. Pat, if you want to keep us entertained for a moment. Achilles was such a very, very special kitty. And we're going to show you just a few more of the kitties that your support can help tonight. Because Achilles is just one cat. And as everyone was saying, there are so, so many. So we're getting queued up one more little video for you. And then we will start our Fundy Need. And I have to tell everybody that our tea litter back here was absolutely wrapped with attention. I will send a picture of it out in our email that we send tomorrow, but all 4 of them just lined up here and they were watching Achilles' story and they were following along with their eyes. So that was pretty sweet to see. I'll share that with you in a little bit.
That's nice. It's, you know, cats do watch TV. I've seen that myself. And dogs do too, although they don't generally seem to like the same programs. While they get that video ready, I wanted to pose this question to you. It's not original with me, but it is one to ponder. Why does fat chance and slim chance mean the same thing? Somebody's got to get together on that and settle this once and for all. The other thing I was pondering is I just read the book 100 Things to Do Before You Die. And I was surprised that one of those things was not yelling for help, but it's not in the book. Inexplicable. We're ready to go?
Yeah, we're ready to go, Pat.
Okay.
Cats have stopped chewing on the cords. We're ready for the next one.
Okay, here's the rest of that video. All right. That tells a pretty good story for sure, Shelley. You know, there's a priest named Father Flanagan. Maybe you've heard those stories. He started a place called Boys Town, and he was famous for saying, "There is no such thing as a bad boy." Well, I think more truthfully, there's no such thing as a bad cat. All they want is a place to call home. And every living creature deserves that. And it just rends your heart to see so many cats that get discarded, they get lost, they just don't get taken care of. Nobody for them, or that's how it seems sometimes. And that's the power and the value of Safe Rescue and what they do every day. You see those creatures behind you there. They're not going to be there much longer. They're all going to go to homes, maybe yours. But like anything else in life, pretty much anything else in life, it takes a little of the lucre to make things happen and to make it possible for people to rescue cats, to put them up for adoption, to take care of them in the meantime. And so that's what we're here tonight. Now, you notice we only have 4 live auction items tonight. Typically, we would have several, and that would be a large part of the way we would make our money on a given gala evening. So we're kind of putting a lot of hope in this part of the evening, certainly the most important part of our evening, fund in need. So we're going to, with the help, by the way, of Andrea and Tiffany, they're going to help keep track of all of this tonight. But if you can give tonight at various levels that we will call out, we would ask you to donate through the online bidding platform, or you can donate through a different form that is located in chat, by the way. And your investment in Safe Rescue is going to keep life-saving work. And make no mistake about it, they are saving lives. This is going to keep going strong during this pandemic time, no matter how long it endures, and throughout the year and years to come. So we'll ask you if you can dig deep tonight. You know, I think by now, how desperately important this is. It always is. If there's anybody who can fund us tonight at the lofty nosebleed level of $5,000 tonight, I figure doesn't hurt to ask. $5,000. If you're able to do that tonight, we'll be delighted to acknowledge your largesse. You can see that little thermometer there. I think many of you can, to the left of your screen. That will kind of keep a running total on the funds raised during this portion of our program. But you may not see your bid or your donation reflected there. There are different ways and different places that all this is taking place. So this is an indicator, but it isn't necessarily the overall number that we're looking for or that we will achieve tonight. Again, $5,000. We are hopeful, even after we close up this evening, that we might be able to still achieve a $5,000 gift. Let's hope so. Thank you for considering that. Our next scheduled level is $3,000, and that kind of gift gives felines who are in most desperate need a real chance, a big second chance. There's going to be a little delay here, obviously, as we wait for bids to come in. You can see, though, that the thermometer is on the rise. We are at $1,637 now. And again, I've just asked if it's at all feasible, and you can help fund us tonight for $3,000. And again, we figured that might be a reach, but look at that. I think we just had a bidder at $3,000. Were my eyes playing tricks on me? It was on my screen for a moment. It was a familiar bid number. I'm going to go to my other little cheat sheet here. Hanging on. They said, hang on. I'm hanging on like those pictures you see of the cat on the branch. Thank you for your donation. It is bitter. Things are appearing and they're disappearing. I don't mean to do my business with your time tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to make sure I get this basically correct, but you can see, I hope, that funds raised so far are $4,737. That would suggest to me that we did have a $3,000 gift. We'll know about that for sure. Shall we move on?
Oh, hold on. I have to jump in because I'm overwhelmed, but I wanted to let you know that because of how this goes, the thermometer is only counting the generic blue donate button at the top. But Pat, we did get a 5,000 gift already today, and we're so incredibly grateful. There's a lot that aren't showing up on the thermometer, but please know that your gift, it goes to the cats, and it makes an incredible difference. And we'll send out an updated total because this is sort of an imperfect tool, but just please know that we appreciate you so very much, and especially in this year, it means so very much.
Means everything. In my own imperfect way, I tried to explain that at the beginning, that it wouldn't necessarily all be reflected in this thermometer, but we just think it's a help to give you an idea of how things are progressing. So thank you for that. And shall we move on to our next schedule level, everybody? I think that is a yes. And we are going to ask now for anybody who may be able to offer at the $2,000 level right now, 2,000. And again, whatever you can donate tonight, you can do it in various ways. It doesn't have to be at these levels that I am calling off here. It's just a way to get started tonight. And again, we're looking at $2,000. That kind of gift can bring life-saving veterinary care to felines, injured, special needs kitties and cats. That's what $2,000 can do, and so much more, of course. That's just an example. You can see the thermometer. She is arising. I don't know what the top of that thermometer is, but I think it's about $1 billion. That's just an estimate. I'm not good at these things. Wouldn't it be great to raise $1 billion tonight? Let's see if we can do it. I don't, it's crazy. It's really reaching, but why not reach that high? Bidder number 277 has just bid $100. We're asking for 2,000 at this time. Again, this could really help on the veterinary bills for so many cats and kittens arrive injured. You saw the story of Achilles a moment ago, and they would otherwise seem to be not worth the effort, not worth the expense in perhaps the real world. But in the world of safe rescue, that's a project to take on. No cat is killed or given up on. We are at the $2,000 level. I'm going to move forward now, and we thank you for considering that level. Perhaps you are doing it or have done it or might think about doing it for later. But now I'm going to jump to the $1,000 giving level tonight in Fund to Need. This gift, if you want to get an idea of what $1,000 could do, it could bring, it's possible for up to 4 cats to get the dental surgery they need to heal their infected mouths. And cats can't tell you, oh man, this is killing me, this back tooth. They can't do that, but veterinarians can tell, and cats' behavior is a telling thing as well. This $1,000 could take care of up to 4 cats to give their pearly whites a fighting chance and heal their infected mouths, and most importantly, soothe their pain. That's at $1,000 tonight. If you can raise your virtual card at $1,000 tonight, it would be spectacular. And look at the funds raised. And again, this doesn't necessarily reflect all of the giving tonight, but it's a pretty good indicator. We really, really appreciate it.
Hey, Pat, just jump in here again. If you check your dinging phone, there's a couple generous people that have given at this level.
Okay, you know what? Oh, there's my phone. I couldn't find it. Felix took it. Like, he's always making calls this time of night. Is it after 8? Yeah, that's him. Thank you. Let me see if I can find that message here. Please stand by. Oh yeah, there it is. Thank you. Did you say that, if I'm reading this correctly, that we did have a $3,000 raise from bidder number 286? Is that correct? Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
Yes, we had the $5,000 very generous gift that Shelley made was bidder 253.
Good.
And the $3,000 very generous gift was from 286.
Oh my gosh, isn't that fantastic? I'm sorry I'm so slow on the trigger here. I forgot to look at my phone. So that's great news, folks. And now listen to this. Bidder 311 has raised at $1,000 tonight. And bidder 314 has offered $1,000 tonight as well. So the giving is ridiculous and still going. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. This money means everything to rescuing kitties. All right, that was at the $1,000 level. Don't wait for me. If you want to give at that level, just go right ahead whenever you want. But meanwhile, right now, let me make sure I got my notes correct here. That was $1,000. I'm going to, I could explain what we're going to do next here. We are going to approach the $500 level, but for a better explanation of what this level engenders and means, I will tell you that there's going to be a match at $500, but for a more coherent explanation of all of that, let's hear from Jolie.
Hey, Pat, can I have 30 more seconds and then we can hear from Jolie?
30 more seconds, okay. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, we can take 30 more seconds. If you want to bid at those earlier levels, offer at those other levels, you can do that now too. Jolie's video, the reason we're waiting for it is because it's another example of the abundant generosity of the greater safe rescue community. And this is a match which is pretty remarkable. As we approach the $500 level, it means that that match will go dollar for dollar. And I'll tell you the terms of that match in a moment here. But if you were able to bid or offer tonight, for example, at $500, your gift would automatically then become $1,000. And you can kind of figure it out from there. So $500 may be a reach for you, but you're actually giving $1,000. So that's pretty cool. How are we doing there?
We are good to go.
Right.
So the person with the video can share it now.
That was the longest 30 seconds of my life. Here we go.
Meow and hello. It's me, your friend Jolie. Like all the furry friends you've loved, I'll always be part of my favorite human's heart. My mom chose to adopt the senior toothless black cat nobody else wanted. And we had 10 happy years together, enjoying the very best napping spots and cleaning my doggy friend's ears. Every cat deserves this same chance to be part of a loving family. That's why my mom and I are matching your gift tonight. Together with you, we can rescue twice as many kitties. And I'm joined by my rescue friends, Dottie, Random, Pixel, Wendell, Pete, beautiful Sonia and her family, and in memory of brave little Lacey, and Angel Halo, who lives on in our hearts. All of us kitties and our humans will match your gift tonight, so that together with you, we can give more homeless cats the same chance. to be safe, to be loved. Please join us. Let's save twice as many lives. Meows, purrs, and a soft kiss. Your friend, Jolie.
About that. I forgot to bring my Kleenex.
Meow.
That
And
is pretty nice. Pretty great. You know, kitties, it's painful when we lose them, but it's even more painful to think of a cat that never gets a life like Jolie had. 10 years. Pretty sweet. And that's really what this is all about tonight. So here's the deal. If you can give it $500 right now, we have a $12,000 match. So you can do the math because I can't. No, I can do it. $500 becomes $1,000. And if we were able to do that, we could, a number of times, we could meet that match. And again, my math skills are a little rugged, but I think that would be $24,000. So let's see if we can manage to do that. It's the $500 level match, dollar for dollar, thanks to the great folks from Jolie and her rescue friends. Not all of them are folks, actually. Some of them are cats. I don't know where they're coming up with that kind of money, but they're matching it at $12,000, $500 from you, $500 from them. That's the deal. By the way, backing up just a little bit, bidder number 125 offered at $2,000 just a moment ago. So just to catch you up on the latest good news. Okay, so these bidder numbers that I'm seeing in front of me, Nicole, are those people who have just offered at $500? Good, we're starting. Bidder number 289, thank you. That's $500, and then it becomes $1,000. Bidder 189 says, yes, count me in too at $500. That then becomes $1,000. So now we're up to $2,000 as we're just galloping towards this. Bidder 194, yep, me too. Another $500, indeed another $1,000. And bidder 296, as they keep coming, look at this. 296 says, yes, $500 for me. Bidder 202, yes, $500. Bidder 293, $500. Bidder 130, $500. Look at this, I'm losing count. Bidder 229, another $500 matched. This is tremendous. Bidder 196. We ain't done yet, folks. These are all at $500. And all of them so far matched with another $500 from Jolie. Bidder 296, 296. That's the second time I've seen bidder 296. They may have given twice. That's fantastic. Bidder 254, 254 at $500 tonight for safe rescue. And bidder 269 says, I think this is important. Here's $500. All of these being matched up to $12,000 tonight, dollar for dollar. That's bidder 269, 254, 296, a couple of times, 196, 229, 130, 293, 202, 194. Thank you all. If there are any late bidders in this regard, we welcome, you're not going to be docked for being late. It's not like work or school. You come right in and like the Lone Ranger, come riding into the rescue. Thank you, everybody. And thanks to Jolie. Here's another bid, another pledge. 115 is at $500 and another 278 at $500. It just won't end. 299, we don't want it to end. 299 at $500 also. I'd say this is pretty wildly successful. And 304 tonight as well. 113. Gee, this is fantastic. You know, let's heck with the fancy schmancy ballrooms or whatever. Let's just keep doing it this way every year. People are wonderful. 113 is offering $500. This is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I don't think I felt it like this when we were all together in person. Maybe there's some urgency, something magic that happens in this kind of a mutually shared experience. These animals are very lucky. And if I didn't say it, Bidder 218 is also offered at $500. And I might have forgotten 113, $500. Thank you, everyone. This is terrific. It's just amazing, really. Thanks. Andrea is a volunteer, and she just said, amazing to all of you. Thank you, one and all. We, again, want to get you tucked in at some point tonight, so we must move on. Again, you can give whenever and however you want beyond what we're doing right now. And I should also mention to you that this Fund a Need part of the program will continue into tomorrow. Is that right, Nicole? I think that's right. The rest of the auction, of course, the live items, that's all done in the silent, but this giving can continue into tomorrow.
It actually can go so Fund a Need will be open until next Friday, the 25th.
Oh, next Friday. Oh, great. Okay, good. Yep. So if you haven't given yet, you could think about it. Or if you have given and want to give more, boy, that'd be great too. So that's good news. But I don't mean to say that as if there is nothing urgent about doing it right now. So let's go to our $250 level. This gift can bring much needed pet food and supplies to families facing economic hardship during COVID-19. And I will just take one step backwards to tell you that bidder number 129 also weighed in at $500. But now, if you are able, $250. We appreciate your giving. We just had an anonymous offer of $250. And it could be that somebody doesn't want to use their name, and it's just a wild possibility that it could be a guy named Larry Anonymous. I mean, it's possible. I've never looked in the phone book. There could be people named Anonymous, or rather not say, or any possibility of names. We have, okay, we're waiting for a $250 level now, and they're starting to arrive. Is that bidder number 250? There's some irony, $250 from bidder 250. A bidder 106 is also coming in at $250 tonight, as is bidder 222. Thank you. That's a $250. And bidder 305, also at $250 right now tonight. Bid card number 298, the person possessing that card offers $250 tonight. Thank you so much. And another, 213, bidder 213 at $250. If I didn't say bidder 181, I sure meant to. That's also at $250. If you just wouldn't bid so quickly, it would be easier for me. But apparently you're just going to keep going with the bidding, because bidder 250 that I mentioned a moment ago upped her bid of $250 to $500 now. Apparently she couldn't stand the irony that I mentioned earlier. $500. Thank you. Thank you. $250 from bidder 297 now. Just happened. Bidder 297 at $250. Again, this could buy a lot of pet food and a lot of supplies for families who have cats, but they have economic hardship during this time and would otherwise struggle to feed not just themselves, but their kitties. So this really, really helps big. Got bidder 301 offering $25. Every bit helps, obviously. Bidder 297, if I failed to mention that bidder, I do so now with gratitude at $250 tonight. Any other folks able to come in at 250? I'll go back and pick you up if you come in over the transom. But I'm going to move on now to our next level. This is our last official level, but I like we've had people giving it various other denominations tonight, and that's great too. This is Fund a Need level $100. And here's another match this time. This time I want to show you another video, our last video of the evening, Teddy's Wishes. This will explain about this match as well.
Hi, and thank you everyone for your support of Seattle Area Feline Rescue this evening. I'm here to give you some insight on Teddy's Wishes.
Can't see it.
Teddy isn't a cat, but he's a cat's best friend, my dad, Ted. Starting as a toddler in northeastern Washington, he was always around a cat, or two, or three. He never met a cat he didn't like. Even my Kinsey girl, who had catitude to the nines and was a mom.
Those cats, they're chewing the cords again. It's not these because I can see them, but they're somewhere in Cyberland. Give us just a minute. We'll have it. It's our final video, so we're almost there, but bear with us here.
This is setting up our $100 level tonight, and these also matched as we were earlier this evening, a different kind of match, but one that I think you're going to like quite a bit. Oh, you got a handful there, Shelley.
Oh yeah, just until we get our text sorted, I figure we can't go wrong with some kitties. It's definitely dinner time.
Do we know, are these kitties related to each other, or are they all?
Mm-hmm.
They are.
They are all in the same litter, and they are all polydactyl. They all have extra toes, and they're all adorable.
Cats have, don't they have 18 toes usually?
These ones have a lot. Well, looks like we might be ready to go, so I'm going to mute myself, and they can go back to their dinner.
Okay, here we go again, folks. This will explain the match and the cause.
Hi, and thank you everyone for your support of Seattle Area Feline Rescue this evening. I'm here to give you some insight on Teddy's Wishes. Teddy isn't a cat, but he's a cat's best friend, my dad, Ted. Starting as a toddler in northeastern Washington, he was always around a cat, or two, or three. He never met a cat he didn't like. Even my Kinsey girl, who had catitude to the nines and was a mama's girl, he always tried to like her. I would even say that there was a sign on North Main Street that would say, to cats, suckers this way, because my parents would always take in the stray cat. One time, it wasn't even a cat from town. They were out at their gravel pit, checking in on some things. They left the doors open on their pickup. And when they came back, here's a cat, a blue, silver, gray tabby cat, adult cat, sitting on the seat. They couldn't leave him behind because they were worried that he would get hurt or whatever, because this is rural northeastern Washington. So they took him home. They tried to find his owner. They couldn't. So then he was neutered. The shots were updated. A name of Gus was given to him, and he became part of the family. He even got to go to the sailboat a couple times. So Gus was part of the family for about 8 years. In the 56 years my parents have been living at their place, my mom is still there. My dad passed away a while ago. They never had a litter of kittens. And this is in northeast rural Washington. They strongly believed in spay and neutering. So their cats always were fixed. So in memory of my dad, Teddy's Wishes was set up and to help Safe reach their mission. So for every $100 gift, Teddy's Wishes will match up to 30 donors. So thank you. And here is to cats and my dad.
That is sweet. Thank you. Thank you, Rianne. That's really lovely. And so that means at $100, first 30 gifts will be matched. That would be $3,000 that we could potentially raise here at this time. The starting gate has swung open. So if you're able to donate at $100 right now, right here, we'll begin making a note of that. And thank you, by the way, for all your bidding so far tonight. It's been astonishing and just remarkably successful under challenging circumstances, but everybody apparently is hanging in here with us, and we really appreciate that. It means everything. Cats don't care if the video freezes up. They think, yeah, we've seen that before, big deal. We're cats. We got other things to worry about. If a ball of yarn freezes up, now that's different. That's when we get involved. We're looking for pledges at $100 now, and bidder 307 has just strolled in the door and said, yes, I'll give it $100. And again, if we could get 30 such gifts right now, we can completely exhaust that match. And here comes some more. Boy, oh, a whole bunch. Bidder 300, 282, 271, 290, 273. Thank you. 199. Thanks. 129. Bidder 262. Bidder 140. These are all at $100 being matched, so that's $200. Bidder 140. Bidder 129. And bidder 194, again, all at $100, and all of those matched with another $100. I think we got a little farther we can go. Let's see if we can complete the match in total here. We're not putting any time limit on this. Let's see how we can do. Bidder 308 just came in at $100. We thank you. If I didn't mention bidder 194, I'm doing it now, $100. This again matched by Ruann, and it's part of Teddy's wishes. Bidders 308, 194, I'm probably repeating some of these numbers. 313 has offered $100 tonight, and 298 also offering the Benjamin Franklin tonight, as we're getting the first 30 of these gifts matched at $100 tonight. They are the kind of gifts that could fund all the supplies, the medicine, and the staff time that is needed to alter two cats. But that's the term they use, alter. You know what that means. And it's so important too. And your gift will be doubled to help twice as many again. 100 becomes 200 with this match, up to 30 gifts. As we continue to monitor this, 132, bidder 132, is offering $100 right now, tonight. I think we're doing pretty well here. Looking for 30 of these babies. 189 has arrived with $100. Bidder 189, thank you. Thank you all. You can see the funds raised on our thermometer there, but it's actually, we think we're actually doing substantially better than that. And of course, this is not counting some of the other avenues tonight. Again, I've lost count here, so I'm going to just go backwards a little bit. Bidder 139, bidder 189, and I think I mentioned bidder 132. But a bidder like that deserves to be mentioned twice. At $100, and 30 of those gifts being matched. We've got a pretty good string of numbers here. Any sense of how we're doing on the match? Anybody? Thanks to those who have done so much. Rianne gives a big thank you. Jason McHugh wants to say, thank you, everyone. It's so cool what you've done. Go Kitties. There's no NFL teams named the Kitties, are there? Wonder why. My friend John Keister went to Benjamin Franklin. He went to Franklin High School. And he said, our team didn't scare any other football teams because Benjamin Franklin was a pacifist. So, you know, that doesn't exactly strike fear into the hearts of other teams that you're playing. We think we got about 29 people. 30 would bring us to a full match here. Bidder 139, I may have failed to mention, and I think I did mention bidder 189. So if we have 29, we're just looking for one more. I know we can do this. Bidder 305 is that bidder. We have matched that completely at $3,000. Please give additional $100. Every dollar counts, as you know, matched or not. We thank you, and we'll just tarry for just another moment or two. If anybody else wants to come in at $100, Mary and Dale want to say thank you to everyone, and they say so well. Thank you to Teddy's Wishes as well. That was pretty generous, a $3,000 match gift. All right, well, we could do this all night, and we practically have already, but we thank you so much for your enormous giving. It's when you can get a bit cynical about the world sometimes, and we've all had challenges of all kinds, not just COVID, but all kinds of other things that are attendant to that: loss of jobs, loss of income, and loss of a lot of personal freedom. It's just we have to do these things now and mask up and all of that. When you think about all of those things, it's easy to get cynical, as I said, and then you have an evening like this where people come forward and give so generously, beyond generous. Man, it makes life feel pretty good again. I want to thank everybody for attending. Normally on a night like this, I would wrap the evening up by saying, thank you, everybody, good night, and drive carefully. In this case, just walk carefully, okay? Watch where you're going tonight. I want to thank you again, everybody, for being with us. Shelley, thanks for everything you do, and everything. Nicole Abbey, she was the spearhead of this difficult effort tonight, and she just did a yeoman's work, woman's work, I guess I should say. Thanks to everybody, Emily Sprong and et al. And especially thanks to everybody who watched and listened in this evening and gave so much. I think I'll head on out of here, and I hope to see you in person next year. But until then, thank you again. And remember, walk carefully. Good night.
The purring is really thunderous over here. So the tea kitties, thank you as well.
Who knew they were paying attention?